What's going on, y'all?
It's not that we don't like being on YouTube. Like, someone commented on our video and wrote, it is easier to wait for a Game of Thrones season than wait for a YouTube video from YouTube.
I didn't see don't wait for us. Whenever we pop up, just be sure that you got the notification bell. You get it.
Like, oh my god, they're still alive. Okay. Anyway, allow doing a catch up because no one's got time. Life is good, we're loving life.
Yes.
We always, obviously, one of the main kind of basis / foundations of our channel. Is it recording? I would be so mad if
There's that. Now that I'm really thinking about it, like, do y'all even want to hear what we gotta say about this anyway? I know, granted, y'all still send us emails on it, but do y'all abroad want to, like at the Y? Do you care what we have to say now?
It's been exactly 3 years since we started this channel, and I feel like the world has progressed so much. Like, interracial couples are becoming less and less of a taboo, which is it's a beautiful thing. But when we like started dating and kind of around the time we got married, like it still is a taboo, but it's becoming less and less, I'd say. Like, you see it.
That's cool. That's great.
Okay.
Do you guys really want to hear from us anymore?
Yeah.
You're answering for them, like
I would want to watch us.
We're like that friend that just comes about once in a blue. I don't know how y'all.
Okay, no. Recently,
wait.
Go.
Individuals, as you guys watching, like viewers, y'all always got that one friend that just pops in. However you treat that friend is how they treat us.
Yeah, I would treat that friend good.
That's you. How about them?
How would you treat that friend?
I'm not. You know me. You know me about
all his
that.
Friends like shit.
You know me. Oh my god. You know me with that
let's
person.
read the email because this is a long intro. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we'll do.
You know when you gotta scroll like through, when you gotta do like 3.
She ain't think this one.
I got a small thumb, but babe.
I'm making sure that everything is off. So
Oh yeah.
We're
not in the cinema.
But still, you don't want it to.
Oh, you're so respectful. Anyway, so 99.9% of the emails are questions about what we did to, I guess, be where we are today. Like, guys, we're...
No.
Here we are. Shut up, man. No, we are where we are today, guys, because we don't care. Yeah?
No, because I don't care. Isn't it? Really?
Isn't it? Okay, so most of the emails that we get are asking us for advice on, you know, what... I'm just going to read it.
That's just the best thing to do.
And what I'm going to say is most of the emails that we get are very similar to this. And it's a shame, I feel that so many people are like in this situation. Like, it hurts me. Like, obviously I'm going to keep it anonymous.
She's just about to showing it, and then she realized how bad it sounded.
He really hates it. Yeah.
Jeez.
So what's anon then?
Why are we reading this part? Just get to the good, you see? This is what I'm saying.
What?
The delivery man.
The pizza's here!
We're not eating it until we're finished with this video.
No.
That's your business.
I thought
Hello? Alright, cool.
I wanted to eat the pizza like while we were chatting to you, you know, like you grab some pizza.
Get the fuck out of here.
Me grab some pizza.
I'm back.
Without the pizza. Okay, I'm in a situation at the moment and wanted to ask you guys for some advice. Okay, so this is from the girl. Okay, so I'm half Pakistani, half Indian, a Muslim, and my boyfriend is Caribbean. He's from St. Lucia and Grenada. His family are Christian, but he doesn't believe in religion and thinks religion isn't important. Basically, he's not practicing.
What's the situation?
It's been over 1.5 years. It's got to the point where things are really serious and I'm freaking out. I've met his immediate family. Myself being Asian, it was difficult, but I also invited him over for the first time and he met all my close friends and sister. He's yet to meet my closer family. I think Okay, now my issue is, what the hell do I do? I don't want to change him as a person, it's just the way our religion is, I can't change the rules. I'd appreciate if you both could give me some advice, please, on how you overcame this. Tahera, I'd particularly appreciate if you could please tell me how you had this conversation with Keith in the first place and what you said and his reaction. Did he agree the first time round? Keith, how did your family take it when you told them, and did it take you a while to agree to converting? Like, how did it happen? I'm so nervous of his family hating me for making their son/brother convert, and I'm scared they'll see me differently if I did. Yeah, guys, I really wish I could read the whole email. It's very detailed, but it's kind of lengthy.
Yeah, the details might give too much away. We don't want any like bad eyes or bad feelings towards them.
Everyone's going through their own kind of situation. So
I'll speak on mine first. I'll touch on mine so I don't gotta talk too much after. Which Mia wants to be part of the video.
No.
Leave him.
He's gonna sit right on top of you.
Not surprised. Leave him be. I think that's a misconception that everybody that tends to email to us believes that I reverted, because I rather that term, reverted for Tahera, which isn't the truth. It was just, I believe it was divine intervention. I was on this path already. I met her on the way. You know what I mean? I met her on the way.
You know, like people. Okay, go on, carry on.
Go ahead. No.
No, I was gonna say, even people who don't ask for advice, people who are just like you introing yourself to people, and their first thing is, "Oh, did he convert for you?" Like it's a question with an assumption. And
that just shows why, and this leads me into what the gentleman said, that he doesn't believe in religion. Sadly, due to this religion of Islam, for some people, if you don't look a certain way, they don't believe that you could possibly be Muslim. So the first thing that they think is, gorgeous girl, he'll do anything for you. That's what he's obviously done. That's not what the case is.
But that must be the case in some situations. People are so easily assuming it. That must be also a common thing. People are converting just so they can marry the girl. You can't say that's not a situation.
It is a situation, but it shouldn't be the first thing that you think about.
Ignorance is bliss, babe. Come on, people.
No, but you would want to think the best. Why wouldn't you want to believe that this young man is on the path of quote-unquote righteousness in your eyes, because this is the religion, whether it be Buddhism, whether it be Judaism, Islam, Christianity, you should believe that that person is
doing the right thing
for himself or for herself.
Humans don't do that, though, Keith.
Granted, that's where I was just about to touch on the difference between what I feel about Islam. I believe that it's a lifestyle, not a religion. So when culture gets mixed in with religion, and then that's where things go awry. Because now, say if this young lady bought a young man that looked Indian or a young man from Pakistan that did not follow Islam, they would have already thought that, they wouldn't ask that question, oh, did you revert? Like if you were married.
They just assume he's already a Muslim.
What if he didn't follow any type of religion?
But because his skin is the same color as the girl.
You understand? So yeah, so they never ask that question.
Yeah, there's such a strong fear of like losing culture, and because when I was getting married, and obviously I was engaged to Keith, like, you know, older heads used to ask me, they were like, oh, but aren't you worried like he won't speak the same language, or you know, he won't be able to like blend in with the culture? Like, no, I'm not. Like it's not that. This is the problem. It's the mindset. It's so negative. It's so not progressive. It's people they're assuming that you're losing something by taking in another culture. It does not mean that you are denouncing your own culture. You are just gaining another one. Like, with all the questions that we get on advice on how to go about doing this, we are, I want to say, a minority. Me and Keith always discuss this, is that, like he said, he was already on the path. So we didn't actually have to convince our families. It may have been a culture shock to some of our family members, both on Keith's side and my side. Actually, it was our immediate families that were really on board, and maybe extended families that are a little bit like unsure, and then moving out to like the community just was confused. But obviously I wasn't really phased about that, because the community's not living in my house with me. Like,
big facts.
Don't let people who are not involved with your life make your decisions. Like, people are under so much pressure by society, community, extended family members. Like, but who's living in your house? Who's going to sleep together in the same bed? Like, who? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy.
What is it between you two? That's how we.
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, it's not to say that we didn't have to have conversations with our family. You know, it's not that what we were doing was wrong. It's just that it was different. Okay, but it doesn't mean that the family's saying we can't go ahead with it, but just let's talk about it. Obviously our parents had the normal questions like, okay, you guys definitely in love, can you see yourselves, you know, they would be doing what parents do. They were just making sure that we were 100%. And Keith and I, both the oldest in our families, so we were the first ones in our families getting married, so it was the first marriage in the family, right? So again, it was a big deal. Keith's family knew of me.
Oh, we going that deep? I can't remember.
Way before we got married.
Right.
But his mom had 100% had rules. Like, she was like, Keith always told me, she was like, don't bring any girl here or bring any girl to me that you're not like.
Oh, mom told you that.
Yeah, planning on being serious with.
Oh, mom told you that.
But I think Keith's mom saw through my actions what type of person I was, and that I wasn't here just for like playing around. Like, I was here. I was seriously here. I was here for the long run. Yeah.
My mom said that she was special because she was the only girl I brought home to meet her. That's what mom told you. Y'all take it easy. All right, just take it easy. Like.
Hi, Mom. I love you.
In fact, okay.
Anyway, with my family, a few of my family members had met Keith, obviously like my cousins and stuff. And I wasn't ready to introduce him to like the big dogs until like I felt like, you know, I was ready. Obviously, it's like my dad, my uncles.
I already met one of your uncles. Like, let's not get twisted.
Yeah, I introduced Keith to one of my uncles that I'm like super close to.
And I'm super close to.
To be honest, when me and Keith got together, I think it was like any other family would treat it. Like, I was the first daughter, I was the first granddaughter. Like, they just wanted to make sure that Keith was a good guy. Like,
right.
Really and truly.
Exactly.
Race and religion didn't come into it. There was a few like concerns on my like Pakistani side, where like a family member was like, oh, but don't you want to marry an Asian person? And I was like, that was so, I don't know if it's my mentality or my generation, but I was like, how is that a contending factor? Like, what? I want to marry a human being. Like, that's how my mind was. And I think that's what it comes down to, is mentality. I've always been looking for a best friend, like, and that's what I found in Keith. Like, we just balanced each other out. So really, you gotta ask yourself, what is it that you are looking for? You may feel like you're disappointing your parents, because yes, it is important what your parents think, and you don't want to upset them. That, I'm not saying that you should go and upset them, but what I'm saying is that your happiness should come first. And as long as your parents can see that you're not making a dangerous and unsafe life decision, then they will, at one point, they will support you. You know, just like your parents, you will have to leave your family to then create your own family.
That's big facts. Big facts.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
also, like, let's not get it twisted. What Tahera is saying is, it sounds good, it sounds strong. At one point in time, I felt the same way. In fact, when we both started out, I felt the same exact way as Tahera was talking about. But as I grew and understood perspectives from others.
You felt the same way in what? Like?
How can someone be so blind or so narrow-minded, thinking that I have to marry within my ethnicity, so on and so forth? or why would there be a concern from our parents, I do give them the benefit of the doubt if they felt this way. For example, there might be some situations in which I may go to her family, which this has never happened, but may go to a family or a family function, and due to the fact that I'm not culturally aware of what to do within certain circumstances, I may disrespect, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, say if we were Chinese, for example. I'm saying, like, you know, there's certain disciplines and respects within that culture when you're meeting.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, due to the fact that I'm from another
you
culture.
You wouldn't mean to offend, but because you're uneducated in the
exactly.
culture.
So,
okay,
I could see it if that was our parents' families' concerns, friends' concerns, if that was the case.
It's not the be all and end all.
It's not.
Yeah.
But if that was the concern, that should have been explained to the couple. Then that couple can address it to whoever has that concern, that we're well aware of that, which we were. We're well aware of that, and this is how we're going to attack it.
I think there's an element of our parents or our elders just being a little bit unapologetic, which helps. Like knowing what they have and feeling that they don't have to explain or justify anything to anyone else. Yeah. I feel like his mom is like that, and I appreciate her for that so much. Like, she knows what she has in me, and she knows what Keith has in me, so she doesn't feel like she has to. Does that sound wrong?
No.
Oh, right.
You talking your shit though.
Yeah.
You're talking big shit right now.
But it's true. Like, and I just feel like she doesn't have to justify or explain it to anyone. She's like, this is my family. This is who my family is. Like, if you don't like it, there's the door. And I can't even express my gratitude for that type of mindset. And on my side of the family,